Hi, Adam. Hi, David. It's Stephanie, Lady Monster. Thank you so much for this opportunity and to give you a little taste of things that I can say for the love of Spock. Leonard being in my life is beyond extraordinary and so special, and I love him so much, and I really miss him all the time. He was a real cheerleader for me. Um, Calling me up out of the blue or sending me an email message with just hi or hello and saying, "Tell me how you are." And and if I had a lot going on, a lot of different art projects happening, then he would tell me how inspiring I was to him for how much I was accomplishing. He was extremely sweet and extremely generous with his time and his compliments and his love, especially sharing his love of the arts and just letting that flow into my life. So I really appreciate how much he gave to me of himself. Like if he was working in Las Vegas at the Burger King convention, like because they were going to be selling Star Trek glasses and stuff, then he called me from the hotel to tell me. And when they did the sneak preview of the world premiere of the Star Trek film with Zachary Quinto, then at the Alamo Draft House in Austin, then he called me that night when he got back to the hotel to, he was so excited about it and he wanted to tell somebody, and he called me to tell me. Um, he called me one morning for my birthday to wish me happy birthday just to make sure I was smiling. It was these little things that he did. Um, and if I sent him an email that I was having a hard day, he would call me up just to recite a limerick just to hear me laugh. And I'd be like, "Wait, I want to talk to you." And he goes, "Bye." He was so cute and so sweet. And I miss that. I keep hoping to get a, a phone call, in the middle of the day and ask me if I'm smiling. Oh, big smile for Leonard. And I've got amazing stories about being in the photo shoot. I remember every minute. Um, I remember every minute from that photo shoot. And he invited us, all the models. I think I was the only one that went to go to the Star Trek convention in San Francisco, and it ended up being his final Star Trek conventions. He did that one, and then he did the one in Vegas, and in the one in San Francisco, then he did a talk about being a photographer. And he gave me a gold pass for the Star Trek convention, which was a couple $100. And then, in addition to that, entry to the talk that he was doing, that was like another $250. And he put me on the guest list. Gene Roddenberry's former assistant, and he was there, and he totally took care of me and treated me like a queen, which I never would have expected that. I was so honored for that. And then he talked about taking photos of me and the troop and stuff, and making Full Body Project and what that meant to him. And I got to sit there in the audience with these other fans, and um, while he talked about getting to work with me. Oh, it was so generous. He's so sweet. And we had a lot of fun on the phone. We just talked and laughed a lot. And I told him one of the last phone conversations that he and I had, and I still have one of his voicemails on my phone. Then I got to tell him that I could see how at peace he was, like how much he loved his life, and that peace and that beauty just really shined through with him and was so apparent. And he really appreciated that I had that to say to him, that how much I could see that in him, like that he was, as if you were a Zen master. You just exude peace and happiness. Like it just flows through you, and all of your energy around you. And I was like, and that, I think that's one of the reasons why people just really gravitated towards him. It's not just because of his character, Spock, or the photographs. I mean, I credit him with bringing plus size modeling to the forefront of the media. It was always tucked away like a dirty secret, and then Leonard put his name on it, and people had to acknowledge that there were people that were fat and weren't ashamed of it. We put that stark black and white in front of people, that we had joy being naked. And nobody saw that in mainstream. It was all tucked away, like in jugs, magazines and stuff, and plumpers, and it wasn't on their coffee table, it wasn't on t-shirts, on the Stephen Colbert Report, like in Time magazine. Leonard did that. And if any other celebrity had done that, had made that project, had done those photographs, it wouldn't have been received. It wouldn't have been received at all the same as Leonard having done it. People revered him and loved him so much. He was on such a high pedestal for being such a beautiful human being. So highly respected. And plus, he's Spock. People look up to him just because of the character. And, like if William Shatner had done the book, no way. It wouldn't have gotten a serious attention that it received. And for that, I'm really appreciative of that too. That my friends who are plus size models can make a living at it, that somebody like Tess Holliday can exist and be on the cover of People magazine, I honestly don't believe that it would have, that she would be able to have that position without Leonard being there first. And I think a lot of people have a lot to thank him for, because he didn't just take the pictures. He went on talk shows and magazines in the New York Times and said, this is what it means to be a plus size person. These are the persecutions they get, and this is the beauty that they have. And we have to acknowledge that women are constantly being told that they have to lose weight in order to receive a compliment. And he goes, no, that's not right. And he talked about that in every interview. And people stood up and listened, and they changed the world. They changed the way things are done, the way people think now. It's not perfect. There's always going to be somebody that says that he's wrong, or says that kind of thinking is wrong. But he changed it so much by being our champion and being a feminist. Thank you for making this film. Thank you for asking me to submit this video, and live long and prosper.